contact to the right side of the field to get that runner over to Cabrera, the 8th hitter. We'll see what Matt Williams decides to do and the strategy he employs.
But both of the wheels are making. It's Yusmeiro Petit up in the bullpen for the Giants. So Bruce Bochy's already thinking about his next move, as is Matt Williams. Vogelsong and Posey taking some time to get set. 0-1 to Cabrera. You know, it's the Nationals, John, as we know, that are facing the true elimination stakes tonight, down 2-1 in the best of 5. But for Bruce Bochy's part, and he indicated this when we spoke with him earlier today, he's going to run this game as though it's an elimination game for the Giants as well.
Yeah, he has to. Absolutely has to, because he's a little bit short with the weapons that he has comparatively to the Nationals.
Cabrera grounds it to Crawford. So again, Harper kept in check, and there are 2 away.
And I'm telling you, execution at this time. You can give me all the analytics statistics you want for a regular season. That's fine. In a postseason short series, we've seen what the bunt has done and caused havoc. We've seen when you execute a play what happens and when you don't. And in this particular situation, to get back in the series, the runner at second with nobody out is still there with 2 outs. Now you need a big 2-out pinch hit from Nate Scherholz. Those little things are so important in a short series.
The pinch hitter announced in the pitcher's spot, and that means Tanner Roark will go back to work on the mound. He'll take over in the bottom of the 5th for Gio Gonzalez. Matt Williams wanting to take advantage of what has been a rare opportunity to play to run with a runner in scoring position. Here's Nate Scherholz now. 2 World Series rings back home as a longtime member of these Giants. Spent most of the season as a Cub. Scherholz came aboard in D.C. on a minor league deal in mid-August. He's been very effective throughout the course of his career as a pinch hitter. A career .272 batter off the bench. Harper the tying run at second. And it's 1-1 to Scherholz.
And again, the theme of hard to explain series continues. You've got 3 national starters that did not give up an earned run. And they're down 2-1.
A ball and 2 strikes. There's been no figuring out any element of this postseason.
I tell you what, Harper's getting such an aggressive lead. I know you're attempted to put on a pickoff play. He is really trying to get as big a lead as he can so that a base hit scores no problem. Of course, now with 2 strikes, it might be a moot point, but a really aggressive lead as the pitch is approaching the plate.
One and 2 to Scherholz. So it would appear that this game is primed to perhaps tune things over sooner rather than later to the 2 guys who were logging decisions in the 18-inning affair Saturday night in D.C. Petit in the San Francisco pen, Roark for the Nats. And it's a full count now.
Again, I hate to keep harping on the lack of put-away pitch. 2 strikes early, and now he has gotten the count 3-2. Now, where he's been successful is getting swings out of the strike zone in 3-2 from the national hitters with fastballs up.
Denard Span waiting on deck. He took Vogelsong deep to left in his last plate appearance and just missed getting it into the gap. And now Posey and Vogelsong want to chat.
Guy coming off the bench. Runners in scoring position, not been great. You see the numbers there. You got to figure out if you're Posey and Vogelsong, do you think he's going to be aggressive? And if he's aggressive, you could get him to swing at a curveball starting over the middle of the plate and swinging over the top of it. If you don't, along the themes, are you going to go outside cutter fastball to try and paint the corner?
Ball 4. So they went with a breaking ball. Scherholz didn't bite. And here comes Dave Righetti now to chat with the right-hander.
It's a good pitch, and even though you walked him with a base open, good patience by Scherholz. That pitch was not close enough, unfortunately, to entice a swing. If it would have been more over the middle, it came in, but nothing lost really there. The situation was now you can attack Denard Span with a fresh count.
Well, the suspense of this postseason continues Thursday, if necessary, with a winner-take-all series clinching Game 5 between the Giants and Nationals at 7:30 Eastern on Fox Sports 1. Then on Friday, Game 1 of the LCS in the American League. The Royals and Orioles at 8 Eastern on TBS. Just like we all figured it out, right? Royals and Orioles. We all had that as our ALCS on opening day.
Absolutely not.
It has been an amazing start to this postseason. Harper at second. Scherholz the runner at first with 2 gone. A run in this inning on the RBI double by Harper. He's still out there now for Denard Span. A strikeout and a line out to left. Breaking ball starts him with a strike. I see you nodding your head up and down.
Great pitch. I mean, that pitch right there, everything's been firm with the occasional changeup. The hitter needs to see something vertically going up and down. That'll help his fastball and take the pressure off his fastball. It's one of the few first pitch curveballs we've seen. Could have come at a better time.
Span, one of the Nationals who's had some success against Vogelsong. 5 for 13 in prior meetings, but behind here, nothing in 2.
Now he slowed him down. That visible radar that a hitter has. You've seen 2 pitches slow down. He can speed him up with a fastball in or away, or he can try to steal some more vertical up and down with the curveball and bounce it. The key is don't allow this count to get to 2-2. Make your one waste pitch, but then your decision pitch by 1-2 at the very least.
A ball and 2 strikes. A lot of these 2-strike pitches, Buster Posey has set the target wide, and Vogelsong is hitting the target but missing the strike zone by plenty. I mean, those aren't designed to be borderline pitches. You're trying to strike a man out with a swing and miss there. Again, missing outside. Here's your 2-2.
Well, those are cutters that are not cutting, and it's a product of the situation of trying to make a perfect pitch. He went curveball the first 2 pitches, went fastball. What's the hitter guessing? Is he going to sit on a curveball? I'm going back curveball right here, 2-2, and take my chances with the break and the consistency of that.
And now Span wants to think about it. Two balls and 2 strikes to Denard Span. On the ground to first. Brandon Belt scoops it up and gets Vogelsong out of any further damage. 1 in the Washington 5th. Middle of the night. 2-1 Giants.
I got him. Yep. Alright, trying to play league limit?
Yeah.
Alright. Going for the 4-man though. Playing chance right now. We're trying to get a master team.
Yo, this is your favorite in my master team.
That's probably trying to say, but. Like when it first counting down days, you can't get masters. All the things are locked. Except when you first get your rank. That's not gonna happen. You can't even get masters.
The highest you can get is platinum.
Yeah. Because of
I know, right?
You're back on. Yes. Alright. Where's what's his name then? Is he off? The guy that was with us that played with the 4-man?
Went to sleep. Come back over here, Kira.
Alright, that's cool. No, it was a guy, yeah. That's Platinum Team, rank 61. We won 2 of our 2 I think already.
Are you my mother? Alright, just stay in the party. You can hang out then. Hey, Trust, pop on GOD4LIFE.
Are you my mother? Go ahead. Tell me. All of them.
Call yourself a sports fan, you got to get DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. Back inside the ballpark, last of the 5th. And the top of the Giants order against a new pitcher on the mound for the Nationals. Tanner Roark took the loss in the 18-inning affair in D.C. on Saturday night. And after a terrific campaign as a starter, working out of the bullpen for the 2nd time in this series.
Well, for Bruce Bochy, you survived the lineup, meaning the left-handed starter and the lefties you had in your lineup wasn't in there long enough, and now you can turn it around with the right-hander Roark. That gives you back the luxury of the 4 left-handers that he's stuck with.
Blanco Panic, the left-hander top of the order, and then Buster Posey here in the 5th. Tanner Roark made 31 starts this year, won 15 games, worked to an impressive 2.85 ERA. Being used in relief certainly isn't anything new. Last year as a swingman in his rookie campaign, made 9 relief appearances and loses Gregor Blanco to a base hit back up the middle. Just the 2nd hit of the series for Blanco. And now an opportunity perhaps for the Giants to utilize his speed. San Francisco, as we've talked about all series long, didn't do a lot of running during the regular season. Only the Orioles stole fewer bases all across Major League Baseball. But they might be in a situation here to get something going on base. Here's Panic now with a man aboard and nobody out.
The Nationals pitchers have really made a good adjustment against Panic. They have made him look mortal after the first 2 games. He was hot with 5 hits. But as the Giants have done to Worth, the Nats have made adjustments to Joe Panic and really mixed up not just attacking him with fastballs. They've made him hit some off-speed pitches, got him a little more off balance, because they found out he could handle the fastball as well.
Takes a pitch for a strike. Panik is 0 for his last 12 after the hot start that John mentioned to this postseason. One and one. So Tanner Roark with a chance to bounce back after that rough outing on Saturday night. And according to our JP Morosi, and JP can fill us in on this, there is some methodology involved there.
Yeah, Matt, he really has, since midway through the 2012 season, gotten much better at processing bad outings. It actually goes back to a conversation he had with AAA Syracuse manager Tony Beasley, the pitching coach there, Greg Booker, and Doug Harris, one of the Nationals' VPs of player development, just about finding ways to move past things that happen. And when I asked him if he really watched a lot of video of the Belt homer, he said, no, I know when I pitched well and when I haven't.
A ball and a strike, the count from Roark to Joe Panik. And another check-in over at first base. Well, this was the last time we saw Tanner. Brandon Belt's top of the 18th inning home run. It made this a 2-0 series lead for San Francisco. And the two might have another crack at one another tonight. There goes the runner. And Panik shoots it into the opposite field. Blanco will be unable to advance past second after all. The ball in front of him in left. But the Giants have something cooking here in the fifth.
Well, this is straight hitting. You got to put the ball in play, and all he does is put it in play in the right spot. Now, because he went to left field and Harper a good arm, it's just one base for Blanco, but now it sets up for the meat of the order, really. Posey and Pence trying to give them a little more breathing room.
Some more activity down in the Nationals bullpen as Buster Posey digs in, 1 for 2 tonight. Good speed, and Blanco and Panik aboard with nobody out. Strike one to Posey.
Yeah, looks like Blevins going to get ready for some of the left-handers. Turn Pablo around back to right-handed if they want after Hunter Pence. It looks like Roark is going to be given a couple hitters to try and wiggle out of this. You've got to tell yourself, I've got to induce a ground ball. Posey doesn't run that well. I could get a double play if he hits it on the ground.
We have lamented these numbers now for both sides, telling you last half inning that the Nationals are 2 for 22 with runners in scoring position. The Giants are 2 for 18. The only 2 hits, Pablo Sandoval's single in game 2 that tied it in the 9th. And Ryan Vogelsong's bunt today that was officially scored a base hit. 1 and 2 now.
Well, 3 great pitches right there. Now what he did is he got him away from leaning out over the plate. He threw 2 good breaking balls. Posey being aggressive, swung at both. Fastball in, trying to freeze him and get him off the breaking ball. He can go right back out with the slider if he wants.
The 1-2 to Posey. Slider missed, and it's 2 and 2 now. Hunter Pence waits on deck. And then, as John mentioned, it's Pablo Sandoval, the switch hitter, would bat next.
It's funny in this game when you get a great hitter to 0-2, then you go, oh shoot, what do? I can't make a better pitch than I just made. You just got to have to make it look like the same pitch he swung and missed at.
Posey with a drive out to center field. Span makes the catch. Blanco will tag up and advance to third. Runners at the corners now with 2 gone. And it'll come down to Hunter Pence. One away here with runners at the corners.
Pence has shown the ability to hit the ball to all parts of the field, as you see those signs for Hunter Pence. He can hit it to right on a fastball. He can pull it. He just sprays the ball. He's hard to defend.
A cue shot to first. LaRoche is going to come home, but nobody's trying to score, and that loads the bases. There was no force play at the plate.
That's a tough read right here. The ball was not hit hard enough to turn two. So LaRoche sees Blanco coming down and gets rid of it. And gets rid of it too quickly and wide, so that allowed Blanco to get back to third base.
So now the bases are loaded for Sandoval.
The only thing he could have done is fake a throw to home to get Blanco to hold and then get the out at first. But that's a lot of thinking in a short period of time when the action is don't allow a run to score. That's how much this one-run lead or deficit for the Nationals is.
So it's Sandoval batting from his stronger side, left-handed. The Nationals bullpen was signaling that Jerry Blevins is in fact ready. But Matt Williams and Steve McCaddy want to keep the ball with Tanner Roark here.
Well, he can get a ground ball, and it would be a double play if it's hit at somebody.
And it's 2-0. The Giants scored their first run of the night on a bases-loaded walk. Pablo Sandoval hit in a franchise record 14 straight postseason games. Popped him up. And there are two away. And how about this for a rematch? Brandon Belt against Tanner Roark, or at least that's what we thought we might see. Matt Williams has Jerry Blevins hot. Roark got the out against Sandoval batting left-handed. But Roark will not have the chance at a rematch with Brandon Belt. A pitching change. We'll be right back.
This 2-0 changeup right here will forever be a moment that Roark will remember and develop as a pitcher. It's a gutsy pitch. It keeps the team in the game. And I'll tell you what, those are the moments as a pitcher you get carried away with a 2-0 pitch trying to make a great fastball, speed the game up. He slowed it down, and for the moment, he's given Blevins a chance to get out of this mess.
And Matt Williams hoping that his bullpen can do what he's asking of it. Roark got a huge out to leave the bases loaded temporarily. And now it's Blevins to try to get him out of the jam altogether. Brandon Belt, the batter, 0 for 2 so far tonight. The former Oakland A making his 3rd appearance in the series. Jerry Blevins worked scoreless innings in games 1 and 2 in D.C. The 0-1 to Belt. Shoots the corner with a fastball, and Belt stays off it. It's 1-1.
This game is becoming eerily similar. Thank you very much. The Nationals had a chance to put away the Giants in Zimmerman's game. They didn't do it. It was 1-0. We saw what happened. The same is true here for the Giants. They've had a chance to put the knockout punch in a couple situations. They haven't been able to come through, keeping the Nationals in this game.
A ball and 2 strikes to Brandon Belt.
Thanks for the help, Matty. You knew what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I think we've worked together too long. We start finishing each other's thoughts. Blanco, Panic, and Pence aboard. And now a 2-strike count to Brandon Belt. The 1-2. Got him on a breaking ball. Jerry Blevins does in fact finish the job. Bases loaded, one away, and the Giants fail to score. We played 5 complete tonight. It's still just 2-1 San Francisco.